What's up, everybody? This is Throwback Thursday, and I'm the review man, and this is Back to the Future 3. Back to the Future 3 takes place in 1885, where Marty has to go back to the past in order to save Doc and get him into the future. But that goes a little haywire because Doc meets his lady of love in 1885, a woman named Clara Clayton, which he saves from going over a hill that automatically alters history because it's a famous movie called Clayton Ravine about this school teacher that goes over this hill. And Doc says, like, great Scott, I altered history. So he starts falling for Claire and tells her that he's a scientist and all this stuff and that he's from the future. But Marty and Doc have other problems. Marty changes his name to Clint Eastwood. Marty meets his great uncles and great grandmas and all the great McFlys that lived in Hill Valley in 1885. Buford Mad Dog Tannen, which is Biff's great grandpa, or great grandpa, he's going after Doc for a matter of $20. And Doc has his own time, and they're working on the time machine again. So what they decide to do is have a train push the time machine up to 88 so that they can get back to the future. And so they go on with their idea. Doc and Claire's relationship is going smoothly until he tells her that he's a scientist from the future. She thinks he's lying, breaks up with him. But he says, that's not true, I really am a scientist. He leaves a little flower for her. I think it's like a piece of purple grass or something. But he leaves the flower on her windowsill. And so she goes looking for Doc in the town square. And she discovers that he was actually telling the truth. And so what she does is she gets the horse onto the train. That they start pushing the time machine up to 88. Marty's in the time machine. Doc's feeding the logs that will accelerate the train to get the time machine up to 88. And so, anyway. And he's in the time machine that will get the time up to 88. Doc gets on. He hears something yelling. Turns out it's Claire saying, Emmett, I love you. And so what Doc does is he says, Marty, hand me the hoverboard out the car. Saves the day. Marty goes into the future. The train's destroyed. Clayton Ravine is renamed Clint Eastwood Ravine. And the time machine gets destroyed because it gets hit by a train. Marty goes to get Jennifer, which she's fine. Everybody's fine. And he doesn't do the race that cost him his future in 1885. And he goes back to the crash site of the time machine. And then he sees the train rails going down. And then he looks this way, he looks that way. And then all of a sudden, Doc has a steam-powered locomotive time machine. And he introduces Marty and Jennifer to the family and says, this is Jules and Vern. Because Claire and Doc both like Jules and Vern. And so the letter that Marty and Jennifer found in the future that said you're fired was erased because the future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. And Doc's final word says, make it a good one, both of you. And that's what I want y'all all to do. Make your futures great. I know I am. So that was my review. I hope you enjoyed all the Back to the Futures. I'm going to leave a link below to my others. And that's about it, guys. I'll catch y'all guys next time. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe. That good YouTube stuff.